Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this month's Master User Group, also known as the MUG. The MUG series has been created to guide InsideTrack's current and future users to maximize the full power of InsideTrack. So now it's time for us to dig into today's MUG topic, which is contract renewal. The savvy feature of InsideTrack is your resource to stay on top of your contracts that are in need of renewal or coming up for renewal, all housed in one place, and so much more that Tyler will dig in for you today.
Sounds good. On the left-hand side, you guys can see here we have this contracts tab. I'm just going to click into that, and you'll notice a few things. We have active, need renewal, history, and then contract renewals. I'm just going to jump into active. And really the way to look at this is like a giant electronic filing cabinet. And this is for all your direct deals, deals that, GPOs put you on. Any document you guys have, we have customers that have equipment and supply agreements in here and distribution agreements. It's a nice way to keep everything organized and keep it centralized in one spot, and it gives you the flexibility to actually search not only by contract name, contract owner, and you get to see the start and the end date for each one of these contracts. And you can actually go to the top right-hand corner. You could type in whatever you want to type in. You can just type in Unilever. And a couple options here. We can actually click on this, and it gives you a quick snapshot of what items are covered under this current deal. And what happens with this one right here, this is actually kind of a generic layout, and it's going to show you basically all those items that are covered under this program. So you quickly jump in and out. If I go back out to here, I'm going to go into need renewal and kind of walk you guys through the contract renewal process. So if I click on this, what this screen is going to show, it's going to show you every contract that you guys have, that's coming up, has either expired or is coming up for renewal either 30, 60, 90 days prior. And what's nice about this is we can actually alert you when these deals are coming up for renewal. So letting you know 30, 60, 90 days prior to your contracts expiring, we can actually send you what we call a contract renewal report. And what that looks like is, let me just run this. And we can click on this arrow over here, and what happens is the report gets put down in the bottom left-hand corner. This is something that you guys are able to do on your by yourselves. We can also run this and automate this and send this to you. And I'm just going to open this up to show you guys what this looks like. And this is the contract renewal report. And what this will do, this will look at everything that you're buying from this manufacturer that's covered under a current deal. It's also going to highlight those items that are not covered. And what's nice about it, it gives you a quick snapshot up top, shows you total quantity you're buying from this manufacturer that's not covered, total quantity that you are buying that is covered with a grand total, and then gives you an overall contract coverage with this manufacturer. So in this example, this is just Bacon Joy. You can see we have a few items over here on the right-hand side in column L. It lets me know if these items are on contract or not. It's going to highlight the items that are not on contract in gray, and then it's going to show you the items that are covered and give you that contract cost per item. So what's nice about this is we have this renewal form down here. We can actually go to this, and you can highlight or pinpoint those items that are not covered, and we can actually take this and send this directly to the manufacturer with inside the portal. And if I go to, if I go to Bacon Joy, go right over here, we have this contract workflow. And what this allows you to do is this actually opens up a direct line of communication with the manufacturer. So you can actually take that Bacon Joy contract renewal report, attach it directly in here, and send that directly to that manufacturer or that contact and put that contract together. And you can ask them to send you a quote for those non-contracted items, or just send you the renewal. But it gives you a direct line of communication with that manufacturer. And what's nice about this is, it allows you to keep everything organized by manufacturer contract. And you don't have to sift through emails. You don't have to go through your emails and wonder why you either got items added to this monthly deal or this quarterly deal. It's all housed right in here by contract, by manufacturer. So you have that chat history with that manufacturer from the first time you started it. So what happens is when a manufacturer sends a contract back over, a contract quote, we can then run what's called a contract impact report. And what that's going to do is that report's basically going to show you if that the quoted items that manufacturer gave you, whether or not it's going to be a good deal moving forward, if it's going to save you money, every month, every quarter, every year. And what this report will do, it will show you the original price you're paying, the new quoted price that manufacturer gave you, and the overall impact it's going to have on your spend by item by location, and at the bottom we kind of have an overall snapshot. Let's go down here. 1 second. And we have an overall snapshot of what this is going to save you. Let's just say per month. This is an example where the prices are an increase. So you can actually take this report, get back to the manufacturer, and then ask them to sharpen their pencil or try to lower the cost on 1, 2, or 3 items, depending on what items you're looking at and what items they quoted. But that's kind of the whole process where you can get an impact report, what the new contracted quote is going to save you, and then you can actually approve those quotes that come through. So if it's a contract that's expired and you're working on a renewal, you have all that information over here. They send you a quote, we can run an impact, and then you can simply just check off and sign off on that contract. And it gets pushed back into our active contracts. We can then take that, push that back out to distribution, and get that new contract with those new items loaded for you guys. So that's kind of the whole life cycle of housing all your contracts in one spot, being able to manage them by either searching by contract name, contract owner, and then having the ability to quickly expand and enhance your current deals by getting items added, and then being able to run analytics on those new quoted items and making sure it's going to be a new, a good contract going forward. And then simply just approving it, getting that pushed back into active contracts, and we'll push that back out to distribution. And then if we are auditing, we're going to make sure that that contracted cost is in place. So that's kind of the full process of the giant life cycle of all the direct deals and how to manage them. If you want to add anything else into that, or if that's
that kind of completes the life cycle. And
Yeah.
just because and we have Fran Moya in here, who's our CTO, just because we're doing it this way today doesn't mean that maybe a customer's doing something different, but it's the same kind of strategy that they're looking at, and Fran's team can look at that and maybe enhance it or build it.
Yeah, want a different feature or something like that, we can definitely add that.
And then one more thing up top here in this chat. Just slide this over. Sorry about that. Let's move this down. So with inside this chat over here in the contract workflow, we have 2 buttons. This is nice. You're able to invite other users within your organization, especially if you have multiple people working on maybe the same contract or in charge of the same manufacturer, whatever it may be. You can actually go in here and you can invite a user. So you could just go in here and type in anyone's email, hit invite, and then they're going to get a workflow chat that looks like this, and they'll be able to jump in and kind of go along in that whole entire workflow process as well.
Could be your boss. You might need an approval on the contract. I mean, just to keep them in the loop. So, having that ability to tie in someone that can approve a contract makes it easy.
Yeah, and then once you're ready, once you have that contract renewal report ran, whether we sent it to you automatically or you ran it yourself, we have this manufacturer chat right here. And as soon as you hit this button, what happens is that manufacturer is going to get a notification in their email that will allow them to open up this chat, and they get a similar chat box that looks just like this. They can work with you back and forth with. So that's kind of how the process will get started, where you can have that renewal report. You can attach it in here, ask them to, can you send me a quote or send me a renewal? And then as soon as you hit this, that goes out to the manufacturer. They get the link, they click on it, then you guys can start negotiating, going back and forth from there. All the while, you can start adding in users that you want in on this manufacturer, contract negotiation. So that's.
Yeah, it's nice having the contracts all in one place, whether it goes to a manufacturer or stays with the organization. Having it right inside the portals is a big feature.
Yeah, and seeing your prior conversations with the manufacturer is key, especially if you switch people within your organization. At least all the history is right here.
Check out our website and sign up for our next master user group. And until then, we'll see you soon.